Alright, we're back here on Drifter, and I'd like to say thanks to everybody that subscribed recently. That means a lot. We've gained quite a few here in the last little bit, so I appreciate you. But today, we are going to finally mow this field and get some grass, and hopefully, by the end, buy some sheep. Now, we also have, we gotta spray the herbicide weeds out of every field that we planted. I think it's last time we planted. And we got to fertilize this field and that field for the second coat. But that might wait until next episode because we're going to hit hard on this field today. I did go back and buy this mower back, so we kind of have a double mower going on. And I was trying it out to make sure it would mow with both, and it does. It does a pretty good job. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna mow all this up. The more grass, the merrier, in my opinion. I don't really think that back mower really does a whole lot extra, but it's a little bit, you know. And I'm not going to get too close to that fence right there either because, well, it just won't work for us. But we can get most of this, and we won't get to mow with the little beast that we have of a mower next time, but that's all right. I want to get as much as this as I can possibly get because this will probably, I don't know if we'll mow it again. We might mow in the wintertime. I don't know. But either way, this is going to be our sheep feed for at least 6-7 months. So the more we can get, the better. And I'm hoping we can get the sheep today. That's the plan. We'll just get this little bit right here. And then we'll back up. Probably need to back this up. And we'll cut that over there too, I'm sure, when I do this, but that's alright. Yeah, this shouldn't take very long to mow this, I don't think. And it'll take even less time to windrow it and bale it. I think, personally. We'll see. But this mower setup is going to make things a whole lot faster. And if we decide to do a couple contracts mowing, then it's going to be better too. So I think in the long run we're okay. I just hope I left us enough money to buy what we need. And I'm still getting used to having a front mower because for however many episodes we're at, I think this is 71 now, we just had the back mower there. So it's all good. We'll figure her out. I think we're going to get a pretty good amount of bales out of this. And we don't have to wrap them this time, at least. So that's also a huge plus. We could do hay instead of grass, but it's just sheep, so I think grass will work. And I think also, eventually, as soon as they buy, if we have enough money left, as soon as they harvest those sugar beets out of that field over there, I want to buy that field just because that's going to be our spot for not the tailor shop, but the spinnery. And I mean, we're looking way down the road. It might be next 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 year or something, so we can actually get wool piled up to send over there. We might even sell wool to start with once we get these sheep. They're gonna go up here on this upper end, and then the rest of this will be for will be left for them to have food until we buy another field or we decide to put grass in another field. I am looking and I'm thinking that honestly we're probably way too big a setup for just this small field with this extra mower on the back. I mean, I think we'd be alright with just that front mower hooked to the back. But I wanted to try this. For one, I wanted to see if the tractor could pull it. And if this one can do it, so can our other one that's two-wheel drive. But I want to use it for other things. So that's why we opted for the front end linkage on this one and the weights on the other one. But our little Ford is going to get some work today, that is for sure. He is going to do the windrowing, I do believe. Yeah, it makes short work of this field. I like it. I like it a lot. Even though it might be overkill, it's a pretty good deal here. Good setup. So if we do happen to do 112 or whatever that field is back there we always did for silage, we would be in really good shape. But this field's going to be cut down because we're going to at least put one for sure today, but I wouldn't mind to have a couple extras eventually, you know what I mean? Like maybe run 2 or 3 sheep enclosures. And we're going to cut that right there. This is a big field when you get in it. And we are doing pretty good. Our little setup here. But yeah, I think this is the right way to go from now on with this setup here. Until we get something, until we can get to where we can afford something bigger for the back. I would like to get that one, but then again we would have to buy a bigger tractor. The one that automatically windrows for you. That would be awesome. We're going to have a couple little spots we'll go and hit. But I think we're going to be in really good shape on the grass. I don't know how much they'll eat, but I think we'll be in pretty good shape, honestly. We got what, one more little spot up here or something, so I'm going to actually cut this one off and we'll just run the front one for a little bit just to knock out the little places here. Pretty sure there was one right here. Might be one over here. We turned the corner, I thought there was a few. I can't really see in this little... not too bad. Well, see, there's a barrier there we can't really see. You want to go forward there, bud? Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Alright, so we got it mowed. Now we'll take and put these up. I don't think I'm going to get that other tractor out just to... Oh, there's a spot we could hit. Get that up real quick. There we go. we go. And we're going to go in the water. Now I think our next purchase next year will be that big field right there where the corn's at. I just think that will be a good spot. Okay, so we gotta do some configuring here. Of course, it's gotta be folded. Can we get away from that and unleash this one? There. They're gonna sit here for a minute. We can get back here and get our baler. We'll get the Ford out and get the windrower, which is blocked by several things, but that's alright too. Alright. Get this out the way. And we'll pull this out. We'll just set it right here for now and get the Ford out and get that lifted. I almost want to put a shed in somewhere just for that stuff. That would be great. And then we could have our plant stuff there. And we could probably put it in over here close to the sheet. And we'll just put our hay equipment in or something. Nothing else, just the mower and this windrower. So what I want to do is just go around the outside, pull everything that we can in, and then we'll make some rows. If we do this right, should be okay. This is the one I want for the old school series. I just think it's easier to use, but I don't know if we have enough power on the equipment we have over there to pull it. So probably stick with what we got for now. We will have that John Deere tractor eventually. So yeah, it's working good. And we'll go also around the outside here. And hopefully pull it all in together. And I am going to hit a time lapse here soon. I just kind of want to get this right here out the way. How we doing back there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be really well on bales. If we pull it right here, that looks good. Pull her up. Do a wild little turn here because we can't do much else. And start right here. And now I'll hit the time lapse. So I'll see you when we get done with the baling. Alright. So that's our bales, and we got quite a few. I mean, I don't know if our bale counter's on here. 60. I ain't reset it though. So I don't. We'll have to look in the other thing here in a second. I'm pretty sure we can get this last one. Yep, got it. All right. I think I have picked up everything I can. So, and we may actually have time to at least fertilize those 2 fields, I think. And then we'll come back next month and spray them. Alright. So, what I want to do is I'm going to go over here and move the bales. Somewhere neat-ish. I want to move them up here first so we can put the sheep lot in, because I've been waiting for that for so long. So we'll get up here and move all these out the way. 2 for 1 there. Now I think what I want to do, since we can't do much of anything on this side over here, like nothing, because we hit this little barrier. It's kind of like, see how it's angled in right there? So I think that's where we put them, at least the first bunch. And I'm gonna say, ooh, that would be not too bad. It's not too big though, so we're wanting bigger than what we've got, and that ain't really it. Alright, I think it was this one we're gonna put in. I want, I said, if we can squeeze them in. Am I really in the way? Seriously? I won't be over here. Farther I can take it that way, the better. So it looks like about right there is our limit. Can't take it much this way. It's about right there. Oh, come on. There we go. So we got it in there. And see, we can line them up if we wanted to, like that, down through here. Well, these are 67,000. Now I want to gravel. Around this. Not very neatly, obviously, but Godfrey raising Cain over there. But I like to put a nice little road in right here. Right there. And kind of take this out over here too. Probably around this way as well. And we'll come over here and straighten this up just a little bit. There. And maybe in the corner. There we go. Now, we hit this right here too. Just paint in little happy trees. Speaking of trees, can I put some poplars up over here? Do I have poplars? Don't have poplars. Why? That's a bummer. That's too big. This could work. And it's kind of cheap. It's 30 bucks, but I don't. What I want to do is kind of block this off. That's why poplars are so much cooler. But I kind of want to like, yeah, like that, so that, you know, it should look, yes, that's way better. And we're kind of blocked off from everything over there. So now we can bring a couple of these in there. Oh, it takes it without even having sheep. That's crazy. But I want to fill it up. Maybe we put our shed up here with the hay in it. Like right here. Pointed that way. Oh, yeah. We might ought to buy some sheep, right? Alright, so I think we start with 10. So we could do... Actually, we'll start with 15. So we'll buy 5 white ones. 5 of these. 5 of these. And 5 of these. That gives us 20. So I was off just a little bit, but that's okay. So we got 20 head of sheep. And they will produce our wool, hopefully. They got food. So yeah. Now let's look at sheds that we could use for hay. Obviously, it's going to be older looking. That's too small. But we want something. That's too small. Too small. We need something that will. I mean, that could work. Oh, no, that's too big. One of these. I think that's too big too. What about one of these? Kind of cheap. If we put it like right here, right there. We could fit all kinds of hay in that. So we'll come back to that open hall and we'll probably put it as red. But yeah, I think that could work and we could just stack hay in there. Unless there's something else down here in the wood sheds. That's 6,000. That's too much. That's way too much. Yeah, these. We could use these, but of this. Now that is cheaper and bigger. So that is most definitely, that's a vehicle garage, but we can use it for a hay shed. On the other hand, we got this little dude. That could really work, and it's even more cheaper. This is what we use over there. I just don't see that as being big enough for what we need. Got a small garage here that's actually the map. So I'm thinking maybe this. We just use this as, and it's cheap. And we could always put more in. So let's park her up right there. Yeah. So let's load these up, put them in here. It's a little dark. No lights in here, but that'll be alright. And see, that still leaves us with plenty of room. Maybe we can store more in here if we do them like that. So and you know, truthfully, I'm just going to get the tractor over here and pick those up and take them up there and just unload them, and then we'll stack them. But truthfully, we could probably store a vehicle or something in there too. Like a windrower, mowers. Oh, that looks so much better over here already. I like it. I don't know how many bales this trailer will hold. I can't remember. So Control Shift R. There we go. We'll pick these up just to go up there and unload them. Like I said, I don't know how many bales. Oh, turn. And that still gives us plenty of room down here for hay. I really don't know how many this will hold. We're gonna hold the rest of these. Can we get 2 more on here? Hopefully. Come on. Yes, sir. Alright. So now, how we unload them? Okay, so left shift and I, and we put them right there. That works. If I wasn't stupid, and we could have brought them even closer. But that's alright. We will just throw them in here. Oh yeah, we're going to have plenty of room in this shed. So we can technically bring our mowing equipment up here, I do believe. Depending on how much they eat, we can we may be alright for a while on hay. I don't like how this is glitching into the side there, so we'll pull it out just a little bit. Just a little bit there. This is just not fun. So I'm going to jump cut this, and I'll see you when we get this done. Alright, so I've got everything fixed up there. I'll show you that in a second. I just kind of want to run through and hit these two fields real quick while I'm thinking about it with fertilize. And then next time we'll spray the weeds out of them. But the way my mind works is next time we will spray the weeds and I will forget all about fertilizing. So I ain't got a whole lot left in this. I'm hoping it's enough. If not, we'll just buy some. But it should not take very long at all to get these two sprayed and fertilized. I know it won't take that second one. This one right here will take just a little bit longer because it's a little bit bigger field, but luckily we got this big sprayer. So, and we're still sitting at $60,639 after buying the sheep and the sheep enclosure and a shed for the hay or grass. So maybe we look into some other stuff as I drive everywhere. I can't remember exactly what we were looking at. Oh, the apple orchard over here. Yeah, we will most definitely get that going next episode for sure. So next time we will spray the weeds out of all the fields. That's why I wanted to do this for these two only, because that's the only thing that's the only two that needs fertilize. And if we go ahead and do it now, you know, we won't have to worry about it the next time. And I cannot see anywhere we've been, so we'll just kind of hit up the middle here because I think we're in pretty good shape. But all the other ones had cover crops in them, so they wouldn't matter. Now next year, after we harvest this, I think we put in cover crops. Then we will plant oats, and I know I've talked about this and I get confused when I say it, but we can do oats, soybeans, and canola in 1 year, and that would maximize everything. So canola takes forever. Like, this won't be ready until next summer, so we can get our other crops in and get these two. And that should be pretty well close. I know there's a spot right here I didn't get because it's a sign. Hold up. Alright. Let's see how well we did here. I'm guessing we done alright. I don't think it matters if we don't spray the weeds first. Not really sure. Yeah, okay. So we're good there. Like I said, we will spray the weeds next time. Now let's back up and get the field here. Oh, yeah, okay. We should have enough to do this. I'm hoping. Really hoping. And then we'll get rid of these weeds next time. You can kind of see what I did over there. We'll go take a little gander at it here when we get done throwing the fertilizer to this field. Now, we are really growing here. Like, our farm, we took over about everything. We're kind of running out of fertilizer, but I think we're going to have plenty. I'm just going to run it all out. Take out their corn while I'm at it. We will go up here. I know I didn't hit some of this corner. I just like to run it all out and be done with it. So we don't have that way next time we can buy a full size IBC rather than just having 60 liters in one. You know what I mean? Well, come on with it. Well, sometimes it just does not want to drive. We don't burn it up by putting too much. That'd be bad, wouldn't it? But yeah, next time we're gonna make this into a really good apple orchard. I mean, a really good one. Better than what we had. And we're gonna herbicide all the fields that we've got. And I think that will probably be it. We do have room now to put these lovely pieces of equipment into our shed. Although I'm just going to leave this attached because we're going to use it next time. We'll go over here and fill up on herbicide. We'll get this big bad boy moved over here into the shed. Now see, we could use this for fertilizer too. I just got lime in it and I didn't feel like unloading lime when we had liquid fertilizer sitting there, and I'd have to buy the fertilizer too. So we'll just fill this up because I'm sure we're going to need it. The one thing about canola though is our bees are going to make us some honey. We've not really done much, but we've not given them much to work with. So they will have it next time. Is that full? Well, it's not full, but it's done. So I'm gonna go take a look at these two fields, make sure we've got 100% fertilized. I know that one does, this one does, and now this one does, and this one does. Yeah, buddy. So, a little bit of a apple orchard here, better lined up better. We'll fix it to where it looks really good. Spray those fields. That's next time. Do we have any more? Oh yeah, we do. We got a lot of flower going on over here, and I don't know if it's the right time to sell flower or not. We could possibly get 14th out January, so no, we're gonna hold on to it. Probably need a. See, I'd like to buy this field and this field, and just use for sheds and stuff for everything. But I put gravel in all the way around, so we know that our field will come to here. Sheep's got stuff going on. I put all of our hay stuff in here, our mowing equipment, whatever. 2 mowers, our baler, and our windrower, which it works because we're going to use this over here a lot. And then I did not see how many bales we had. Oh, we're out of wheat. We had 22 bales this time. Pretty good. That is pretty good. So that should keep them occupied for a little while. We'll have some wool probably soon. We'll have to fertilize this grass next time too. Think about, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and run the gravel all the way across to over here. Even though I messed up right there. Just like that. And that'll work. And again, we'll put another sheep lot here eventually. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. I think we've done pretty good. We have cut out a little bit portion of our field here, but I don't think that should be more than, what, 3 bales or something. So we still should get 20 off of this. If we come over here and plow this section up and sow it in grass, we should be even better. But we'll look at that next time. I appreciate you watching. I will see you on the next one.